Hello, YouTube. As a country that is so backward that everyone has to fly with swords, China created the most fascinating language in the world, Chinese. People who have some understanding of Chinese will know that there are many Chinese characters,
about 106,230 in total.
And even the most commonly used ones have more than 5,000, far more than the 26 letters in English. But have you ever wondered how did Chinese people create so many Chinese characters? To trace a origin of the question, we have to start with the Chinese language. We can classify all the languages in the world into two types, isolating languages and synthetic languages. There are many synthetic languages, such as English, German, and Russian. However, when we look at isolating languages, we'll find that only Chinese belongs to this category. Chinese is truly isolated. Alternatively, we can classify languages based on their writing systems and divide them into phonetic writing and ideographic writing. Phonetic writing uses letters to represent the sounds of words, while ideographic writing uses characters to convey the meanings of words. Interestingly, there's only one language that uses ideographic writing, which is Chinese. Now, let's explore how the wise ancestors of Chinese people created such a fascinating language. In Zhi Ziqing's book, Classic Conversations, he introduces 6 methods of creating Chinese characters, called Six Shu. He writes, the 6 Shu of Chinese characters are pictographs, ideographs, ideogrammic compounds, phonetic compounds, derivative cognates, and rebus. The 6 methods emerged the historical process of the evolution of Chinese characters. The first type, pictographs. Pictographs are characters that resemble the things they represent, such as 日, sun, 月, moon, 水, water, 木, wood. The characters originally used pictures to illustrate their meanings. Pictographs are one of the oldest methods of creating characters. The second type, ideographs. Ideographs are characters that use abstract symbols to represent concepts, especially when there are no or inconvenient concrete images to draw. Most ideographs are based on pictographs with added or reduced strokes or symbols. For example, Dao, life, is a pictographic character. And if we add a dot to the left of Dao, it becomes 刃, blade. How simple is that? The third type, ideogrammic compounds. This might be hard to understand, so please listen carefully. Ideogrammic compounds are characters that made up of 2 or more independent characters, based on their meanings, to create a new character. Each part has its own meaning, but when they're put together, they have a different meaning. For example, 从 is made of 2 人 next to each other. 人, person, is a pictographic character. When 2 人 are next to each other, it means that one person follows the other. So 从 means follow. The character 才 is also made of the top part 爪, claw, and the bottom part 木, wood. Both 爪 and 木 are pictographic characters, one for hand and the other for a tree. When the hand is over a tree, it will pick something from the tree, so 采 means pick. The fourth type, phonetic compounds. Phonetic compounds are a way of creating Chinese characters based on pictographs, ideographs, and ideogrammic compounds. They consist of 2 parts, usually a semantic component that indicates the meaning, and a phonetic component that indicates the pronunciation. Phonetic compounds are the most common form of creating characters. The semantic component is usually a pictograph or an ideograph, and the phonetic component can be a pictograph, an ideograph, or an ideogrammic compound. For example, the character qing is used as a phonetic component, including that the pronunciation of the character is qing. When it combined with the water radical, qing means clear water, pronounced qing. When it combined with the hard radical, qing means one's feelings, pronounced qing. The remaining two types of Chinese characters are derived from derivative cognates and rebus. Since there are a few, I will not introduce them in detail here. Chinese people have created thousands of Chinese characters by understanding these 6 methods of creating characters. Maybe you'll think it's hard to remember them. Of course, we may not remember them all correctly. I made a lot of mistakes in the test a few days ago. For this situation, I can only say practice makes perfect. That's it for today's video. If you are interested in my video, please give a thumbs up to this video or subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.